Have you ever met someone in their 80s who moved like they were 50, their back straight, their skin glowing, their laughter full of life? I did. Her name was Keiko. She was 87, lived in a quiet town outside Kyoto, and every morning at 5 a.m., she walked to her garden barefoot. No supplements, no fancy skincare, just her garden, her miso soup, and a smile that could melt stone. I asked her once, "What's your secret?" She looked at me, paused, and said, "We don't chase youth. We feed it." That sentence changed everything, because in the West, we fight aging like it's an enemy: creams, diets, surgery. But in Japan, they see aging like a river. You don't stop it, you flow with it, and it starts with what you put on your plate. So today we're taking you inside that plate, not with trends, but with timeless truths. 10 simple, powerful foods the Japanese have eaten for generations. Foods that don't just fill the belly, they protect the heart, sharpen the mind, and nourish the soul. Ready to find out what they are? Let's begin with a sticky, stringy, smelly little miracle. That might just add 10 years to your life. 1. The Japanese longevity paradox. In a small village tucked between the mountains and sea, an 82-year-old man named Haruto wakes up at sunrise. He stretches. He brews a pot of matcha. And then he hikes 3 miles just to check on his neighbor's tomato plants. No vitamins, no gym, no anti-aging smoothie in sight. So, how? How is it that Japan consistently ranks among the top countries for life expectancy while eating food so humble, so unprocessed, it barely registers on the Western superfood radar? Here's the paradox. In the US, we spend billions on anti-aging. In Japan, they age without even trying. The average Japanese woman lives to 87. Men, around 81. But it's not just about the years. It's about how they live them. Fewer cases of heart disease, lower dementia rates, more people walking, gardening, laughing, deep into their 90s. This isn't luck, it's lifestyle. And at the heart of that lifestyle is food. But not just what they eat, how they eat, why they eat, and how much. They don't eat to bulk up, they eat to balance. A small bowl of rice, a handful of pickles, a piece of grilled fish, all arranged beautifully like a gift. It's called Ichiju Sansai, 1 soup, 3 sides, a philosophy that emphasizes variety, seasonality, and portion control. And then there's Hara Hachi Bu, the gentle practice of eating until you're 80% full. It's not about cutting calories, it's about honoring your body, not stuffing it. When you compare that to the Western all-you-can-eat mindset, it's easy to see why our plates might be full, but our lives are running on empty. And it all starts in the gut. Because scientists now agree, aging begins not on your face, but in your microbiome. So, what exactly are the Japanese feeding theirs? Let's start with something that smells weird, feels weirder, and yet holds one of the most powerful secrets to eternal youth. 2. Food versus skincare. What really keeps you young? Walk into any drugstore in America, and you'll see it. Rows and rows of creams, serums, pills, and potions promising to erase time. Anti-wrinkle, anti-aging, anti-everything. But what if youth doesn't begin in a bottle? What if it starts in your gut? Here's a truth most people don't know. Your skin is a mirror of your microbiome, that complex ecosystem of bacteria living inside your digestive tract. It's not just breaking down food, it's influencing how you age. See, your gut controls how well you absorb nutrients, like collagen-boosting vitamin C or skin-smoothing omega-3s. It manages inflammation, which causes everything from wrinkles to chronic disease. And it produces neurotransmitters like serotonin, which affect your mood, sleep, and even the glow of your skin. Think of it this way. You can slather on the most expensive night cream, but if your gut is inflamed, your skin will be too. That's why Japanese diets are so powerful. They don't just treat symptoms on the surface, they feed the root. Fermented foods like miso and natto flood the gut with healthy bacteria. Fiber-rich seaweed and brown rice nourish that bacteria. Matcha calms the gut-brain axis, reducing stress, another major aging trigger. Science is catching up to what the Japanese have practiced for centuries. Youth isn't something you chase, it's something you cultivate from the inside out. And here's the good news. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet to start feeling the difference. You just need to introduce the right building blocks. Let's meet the first one. It's sticky, it's stringy, it smells unusual, but it just might be your body's new best friend. 3. The forgotten power of fermented foods. The first time I saw natto, I hesitated. Slimy, stringy, and with a smell that, well, let's just say it's an acquired taste. But next to me, an elderly Japanese woman, maybe 85, stirred hers with joy. "It keeps my bones strong," she said, "and my skin clear." She wasn't wrong. Natto is more than just fermented soybeans. It's a probiotic powerhouse, packed with vitamin K2, nattokinase, and friendly bacteria that fuel your gut like rocket fuel. Vitamin K2 helps direct calcium away from arteries and into bones, keeping them dense and strong. Nattokinase supports healthy blood flow, reducing clot risk and keeping your heart youthful. And the live bacteria, they're little guardians, fighting inflammation, improving digestion, and even boosting skin clarity. Every sticky bite is like a tune-up for your entire body. But natto isn't alone. There's also miso, Japan's most beloved soup base. Made from fermented soybeans and rice, it's warm, earthy, and soothing. But behind the comfort lies science. Miso contains melanoidins, compounds with antioxidant power. It's rich in amino acids and gut-loving lactobacillus, and when eaten regularly, it supports immune strength and hormonal balance, especially important as we age. Then there's the quiet hero, fermented brown rice, known as hatsuga genmei. It starts as ordinary rice, soaked, sprouted, then gently fermented. This simple process unlocks nutrients like gamma, oryzanol, and magnesium, which protect cells from oxidative stress and support brain health. But most importantly, it feeds the microbiome, offering both prebiotics and probiotics in one humble bowl. Together, these three, natto, miso, fermented rice, form a daily trio in many Japanese homes. Not trendy, not complicated, just deeply nourishing. In the West, we often overlook fermented foods or relegate them to side dishes. In Japan, they're the foundation. And the results? Fewer gut issues. Fewer chronic diseases, more energy, better skin, sharper minds. So, if we are what we eat, what would happen if we started eating like them? Let's head to the coast next, where the Japanese draw youth not from land, but from the sea. 4. Ocean treasures. Youth from the sea. Every morning in a seaside village in Hokkaido, fishermen return with baskets of freshly caught mackerel, saba as the Japanese call it. Not for export, not for profit, but for breakfast. In the West, we celebrate salmon as the king of healthy fats. But in Japan, saba has quietly nourished bodies and minds for generations, without the spotlight. Saba is rich in EPA and DHA, two powerful omega-3 fatty acids your body cannot make on its own. These fats reduce inflammation, improve heart health, and protect the brain from cognitive decline. They even lock moisture into skin cells, softening wrinkles and giving that signature Japanese glow. But what makes saba special isn't just the nutrients, it's the simplicity. A light salt rub, a quick grill, served with grated daikon and a slice of lemon, no heavy sauces, no preservatives, just ocean-born purity, respected and savored. Then there's seaweed, the silent guardian of Japanese longevity. Whether it's nori wrapped around sushi, wakame floating in miso soup, or kombu simmered in broth, seaweed is a daily staple. And it's not just filler, it's a multivitamin from the sea, rich in iodine, magnesium, calcium, and iron. But its true superpower is fucoidan, a rare compound shown to stimulate immune function and protect cells from aging. Seaweed hydrates the skin from within, strengthens hair and nails, and even helps regulate hormones. It supports thyroid health, crucial for energy, metabolism, and mood. Here's the difference. In the West, seaweed is a snack. In Japan, it's sustenance. And it shows. Japanese centenarians, those living past 100, often credit a diet rich in fish and sea vegetables for their clarity, strength, and serenity. The ocean doesn't just feed their bodies, it nourishes their rhythm, their pace, their peace. But there's more to the story than what's on their plates. Because color, it turns out, plays a role too. And some of the most powerful anti-aging secrets are purple, green, and even black. 5. Color therapy. How purple, green, and black heal your body. In Japan, food isn't just fuel, it's beauty, it's balance, it's color, and each color tells a story. Let's start with purple, specifically the vibrant purple of the Okinawan sweet potato, known as beni imo. This wasn't just food for islanders, it was survival. At one point, nearly 60% of the Okinawan diet came from this single root, and those who grew up eating it, they now live among the longest-lived people on Earth. What's the secret? Anthocyanins, the natural pigments that give purple foods their hue. These antioxidants fight oxidative stress, protect collagen, and reduce inflammation, all key factors in aging. They also improve circulation and support brain health, keeping both body and mind young. And unlike sugary desserts or starchy white potatoes, beni imo offers slow, steady energy. No crashes, no spikes, just calm vitality. Then there's green, the deep velvety green of matcha. Unlike steeped tea, matcha is the whole leaf, stone ground into a fine powder, which means you consume every antioxidant it holds. 1 cup delivers up to 10 times the antioxidant power of regular green tea, thanks to a compound called EGCG. EGCG has been shown to fight free radicals, reduce inflammation, and even support DNA repair. But matcha's magic isn't just physical. The ritual of preparing it, whisking slowly, sipping mindfully, brings calm to the nervous system. That inner stillness, it's anti-aging too. And finally, we turn to black, in the form of aged garlic or black garlic. Soft, sweet, and earthy. It's garlic transformed through heat and time. This slow aging boosts its antioxidants by up to 5-fold, creating compounds that protect the liver, support immunity, and increase cellular resilience. Unlike raw garlic, black garlic is gentle on the stomach, with no harsh aftertaste, making it ideal for older adults seeking strength without stress. Together, these colors, purple, green, black, offer more than nutrients. They offer rhythm, balance, a sensory experience that heals as you enjoy. Because in Japanese culture, a balanced plate isn't just about flavor. It's about harmony between the organs, between the emotions, between body and spirit. And speaking of harmony, there are 2 more foods that rarely make headlines, but hold ancient secrets passed down by samurai and sages alike. Let's explore the quiet strength of a fragrant leaf and a tiny wrinkled plum with the power to detox your entire body. 6. The anti-aging leaf and the wrinkled plum tucked beneath a piece of sushi, you might have seen it. A single green leaf, sharp and fragrant. Most diners push it aside. But in Japan, that leaf is sacred. It's called shiso, and to the Japanese, it's not garnish. It's medicine disguised as flavor. Shiso belongs to the mint family and comes in 2 colors, green and red. Both are loaded with calcium, iron, omega-3s, and antioxidants. But its true strength lies in rosmarinic acid, a powerful compound that reduces inflammation and allergies and protects cells from oxidative damage. In simpler terms, it soothes the body, strengthens the skin, and keeps the aging process at bay. The Japanese chop it into salads, brew it into teas, and wrap it around rice like a shield. It's cooling, calming, and, like most Japanese traditions, quietly effective. Then, there's the plum, tiny, wrinkled, and powerfully sour. It's called umeboshi, Japan's ancient detox fruit. Made by pickling unripe plums in salt, then drying them under the sun, umeboshi has been a cornerstone of Japanese health rituals for centuries. Even samurai carried them into battle, not just for energy, but to fight fatigue and infection. Umeboshi is rich in citric acid, polyphenols, and alkaline minerals, a natural combination that detoxifies the liver, aids digestion, and boosts immunity. It balances the body's pH, improves gut function, and revives energy without caffeine or sugar. To this day, Many Japanese elders start their morning with just one umeboshi and a cup of green tea. They call it asa no kusuri, the morning medicine. And that's the beauty of Japanese wellness. It's not flashy. It's not overwhelming. It's one leaf, one plum, one quiet habit, repeated over time. But the secret isn't just in the food. It's also in how they eat, how they live, and the one cultural principle that quietly redefines how to grow old without ever feeling old. 7. Why the way you eat matters more than what you eat. Picture this, an elderly Japanese couple sitting on tatami mats. Their meal? A small bowl of rice, some miso soup, a few slices of pickled vegetables, grilled fish, a pot of green tea quietly steaming between them. No noise, no phones, just presence. In the West, eating often means multitasking. Emails, TV, driving, we eat fast, we eat more, and we often eat mindlessly. But in Japan, food is not a rush, it's a ritual. At the heart of this ritual is a simple phrase, hara hachi bu. It means, eat until you are 80% full, not stuffed, not uncomfortable, just content. It's not a diet, it's discipline, a quiet respect for the body's limits. And this single practice has been linked to lower obesity rates, better digestion, and longer lifespans. But it's more than how much you eat. It's also how you approach your meal. The Japanese arrange food beautifully, even at home. They chew slowly. They pause between bites. They say, itadakimasu before eating, a word that expresses gratitude not just to the cook, but to nature, the farmer, even the fish. This creates a sense of mindfulness, of connection, and that mindfulness reduces stress, which, as science now confirms, is a major accelerator of aging. You see, anti-aging isn't just in the nutrients, it's in the rituals, the stillness, the intention. Eating becomes more than consumption. It becomes communion with yourself, your body, your surroundings. And that's something no supplement, no skincare, no procedure can replicate. But perhaps the most beautiful part of Japanese longevity isn't in what they avoid, it's in what they embrace. A mindset, a rhythm, a relationship with time itself. Let's take a step into that mindset through the quiet wisdom of a Japanese garden. 8. Aging gracefully. Lessons from a Japanese garden. In the heart of Kyoto, there's a garden called Ryoan-ji. It has no flowers, no waterfalls, just rocks. 15 of them, carefully placed on a bed of white gravel. At first glance, it seems empty. But if you sit long enough, you begin to feel something shift. It's the kind of place that doesn't try to impress. It just is, quiet, balanced, whole. That's how the Japanese view aging, not as a battle, not as a flaw to fix, but as a season, a chapter, a natural part of beauty. They don't chase youth, they cultivate grace. And just like their gardens, their lives are designed with intention. A little miso in the morning, a slow walk to the market. Laughter with friends over matcha, gratitude before every bite. It's a rhythm that nourishes more than the body. It feeds the soul. So maybe aging isn't something to fear. Maybe it's something to prepare for, with gentleness, with color, with care. Because in the end, beauty isn't found in smooth skin or wrinkle-free eyes. It's in the way you carry time, with dignity, with balance, with joy. So, what would it look like if you created your own garden? One built not with rocks and gravel, but with habits and love. Maybe you start tomorrow with a cup of green tea and a promise, not to chase youth, but to welcome life.